Juninho-Ras. I didn't even get to finish. Thank you, production.
Juninho stepping up to the plate right here, bringing the Luke to the table, right? If you saw yesterday, then you heard him talk about how the entire team really plays the off-meta strategy, right? We see the DJ, the Luke, the Dawson, and the Scott, all characters that are a bit underrepresented at that competitive level. So Juninho-Ras here looking to take advantage of that aspect, catch DCQ off guard. It's going to be a fun one, too, because we talk about a lot about Bison's ability to go through projectiles with the Psycho Crusher, the level 3 or the level 2. Sandblast is a bit more awkward of a projectile to do that with, right? Like, it's not just one that's going to be traveling across the screen. So DCQ's reactions are going to have to be super on point to counter the hit scam.
Yeah, there are a couple of moments where we've seen, like, Luke players just kind of tantalizing that space of, like, you know, I can throw this out at max range, or I can kind of, like, throw this out within middle ranges. Those are, like, the hardest ones to really look out for. The light ones, you don't see it as often outside of, like, a string, perhaps, most of the time, but maybe I'm wrong. But either way.
Are they playing some beats in the studio? My man Brian was grooving back there. I was like, why don't we got the beats in our headphones? Or do you think that's just his mind?
I think it's...
Because he's a DJ player?
Probably a mix of both.
He's a DJ player. That's just his mind. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that threw me off. I'm like, I want to see what kind of equipment he's rocking. It's got to be the Steel Series. It's got to be the Steel Series.
You are.
Well, now he doesn't have it on, but you know. Either way.
But Crime, you want to join me?
Oh, hold on. Extra tech? Hold up.
I thought they were about to do a secret handshake for a second.
Yeah, man. Is this a foul on the play? A flag on the play? Hold on. Wait a minute. Boss is like, what are you doing here? Do we count that? Oh, I was like, no, bring that to me too. He's like, hold on. You have something to say?
He's like, what tech? What intel you telling him right here? I'm the one that's got to play. He's like, dude, Brian already played.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You know, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry about that.
It wasn't even your fault. As soon as I saw crime may come up, I'm like, oh, this is illegal. This is definitely, you can't just be throwing out like.
Might be against the rules, sir.
Yeah. You're conspiring against other teams.
Right now, you're an audience member. What are you doing?
Exactly. But if anything else, you know, I do have a lot of faith in regards to like DCQ's adaptation stats, excuse me.
Yeah, DCQ in 2 out of 3 has been an absolute monster. It just feels like he's kind of mapped out the strategies to take full advantage of that big Bison damage. Like, he sets you up to condition the big reward later, but the way he goes about cycling his options is just super strong, and it's tough to deal with it in 2 out of 3. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Did he have a DGK shirt?
Oh, I did not see today. Oh, we got the Zootopia yesterday, so we gotta take a look.
Already off to a great start of Juninho-Ras. All came from a single swing. A little hezzy on the crouching medium. I like that. You know, the second one that actually hit, I think he was too far to actually get a confirm off a standing light kick. So I like him just backing away, or at least throwing out the extra crouching medium into DCQ. We all know what happens when that bomb is on. Juninho-Ras defense, somewhat okay, right? Not too much drive kick taken away. He had a parry in between.
Goodness, a trident escape. He finally spins the meter himself. Feels like there is no escape otherwise.
A little bit tough to even punish, right? The range is just a little bit too far out.
And now abusing the scissor kick with the burnout. He manages to escape the corner, though. He's about to get his drive meter back. DCQ ends up parrying, doesn't force the issue. He might have been trying to drive rush.
No DP! Oh, that jumping was so long-winded, but not a response. Not a single response from the side of Juninho. DCQ taking a throw for the first round.
Yeah, I don't think DCQ jumped before that, right? So just the first jump caught Juninho a little bit too late.
I would have thought it was Shadow Rise. Excellent call out.
It's very smart because Juninho showed that he was going to present a gap in the drive rush pressure before, right? Try to blow up like a fuzzy tag. So DCQ just responds to level 1 this time. Very smart.
Makes a lot of sense. Juninho, again, in this corner, not too much drive gauge behind him. He might have to use it for an ODDP to get himself out of pressure, or at least out of burnout from the side of, from the default of DCQ. But no, he does get burnt out. The level 2 coming in. DCQ, nice and ready. Sweet chin music.
My goodness, and you will not pass the Ox. My man, DCQ. 1-0 real quick to start off. Yeah, everybody on Team Falcons definitely liking what they're seeing because that was a very convincing set. Like, it really felt like Juninho never got out of the box. We saw him just pressured to that west side of the stage constantly and burnt out both rounds just from the pressure of DCQ.
That's right. The only time we saw any sort of offense from the side of Juninho was off of that initial hit of the first round. So I think that's going to be so difficult to try to adapt to. If DCQ's not going to let you run that game, you better find a way against this onslaught of Bison normals, spacing as well. DCQ's just been on it. He hasn't really stopped, genuinely.
Yeah, legit. He just kind of going forward, whether it be with scissor kick, whether it be stand heavy, and a neutral jump work salvo. He finally get a check, and Juninho gets a chance to mount some offense of his own. Oh, upside the head with the roundhouse right there. DCQ, backdash or jump, got caught.
Jumps again.
Yeah, not afraid of it. Figured that Juninho would switch his strats considering he hit him last time and he was right.
Could have just done it again, right? If you really think about it, like, why not just keep slugging at Bison so long as he doesn't have a level 1? And even if he does, why not just force him to suspend it?
Precisely, man. With this amount of life lead, it'd be a win-win scenario either way, but DCQ gets to take advantage of a burnt-out Juninho now. Whoa, he tried to shimmy him.
I like that from Juninho-Ras. Temporarily, the jump out, he does get caught in the recovery frames.
Big block on that overhead. I think that would have been enough damage.
Let's go!
Oh, Juninho firing back in the light kick, sandblast buffer. What a gap to shoot.
Counter hit against DCQ. Off of that back throw, Juninho. Within the realm of like scissor kick just in case, I like that medium kick being shown off. DCQ, you shall not pass.
Oh, this is okay. Got expert spacing right there, just on the tip, and then challenging again because he's delaying those buttons after the drive rush. That was real smart, but it doesn't matter. Juninho finds a hit again, burns out, but not gonna spin that meter just yet.
I like the walk away from DCQ, just out of threat of that range from that throw. Juninho-Ras trying to go for a jump in. The mine is on him. Great block on the overhead. He'll take the throw any day of the week. Watch out for this DI. It was just a matter of time. Funny enough, like, it felt like it was obvious, but it also was just so ambiguous at the same time. It's like, would you really go for that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of DI mind games in the corner are now, right? It's like, it feels obvious, but we're so deep into the game that it's like, okay, since it's obvious, you're not going to do it.
Exactly.
And then it catches people off guard.
If you do this, you're going to give me my drive gauge back. You wouldn't dare risk it.
Yeah. So interesting now that DCQ is on set point. Juninho, though, getting a bit more aggressive here in game 2, and it's been serving him well.
Oos.
Back to back with the straws. Oh, another one for good measure into the level 3. I like it as well.
Yeah, just being able to dump out the damage so significant. You get so much drive gauge back, and you get to enforce that pressure. Let DCQ rock with that level 1. Yes, sir. Keep on smothering him.
Yeah, I'll let him jump in again using the delay. This time DCQ, he didn't want to get counter hit. Oh, and he reaches for a little lesson to be taught by Juninho-Ras. That is one up between these two.
Some of the best bulldog style like tactics that you could use from Luke all revolved off of that crouching medium punch, right? One of the best to do it in the roster, in my opinion. Still, like that pressure being exuded against like a character who has 0 reversal, why not just keep continuously going to that well? Juninho-Ras might have found a temporary answer.
Yeah, 100%, man. And one thing that's been really interesting to me is the mind games revolving around the drive rush cancel from Luke's side as well. Since Bison doesn't have a DP to OS or anything like that, you really got to call it out in certain ways. We've seen DCQ do it a couple of times well. We saw the jab hit once. We saw the reversal super. But now I wonder if Juninho finds that timing where he tightens it up a little bit, he's able to counter hit the light or something like that, and that could lead to huge damage.
Right. Really depends on what normal Juninho-Ras decides to cancel off of. But to see if it's going to be playing any sort of effect against DCQ going into it. I like this. I like the way that this is evolving between the two players.
Yeah, that's great. It looked like Juninho was going to get ran over after that first game, honestly, but he's adjusted so well. And again, right, checking it with the light this time.
You're so right.
Yeah,
you are hella right, dude.
He's got to find a different cadence to that drive rush cancel pressure if he wants to counter hit DCQ.
A lot of chip on the board. DCQ does get that guaranteed DI against Juninho. Hella damage incoming. Set him up for the heavy mine. Well, actually, you know, not heavy. Not on this one.
Either way, all mines are created equal once they're planted.
See that a kick in the head.
Oh, man, the perfect spacing and timing to get the whip punch with the fierce. That's like 20 frame startup. I think 19, actually. So, yeah, I mean, that's not an easy button to whip punish with. He just knew the timing, and he's on set point.
Also has 2 bars, right? Pretty important. Okay, that was a little bit awkward. DCQ on the way down managed to catch a crouching jab on a drive rushing Juninho-Ras.
Oh, big tech throw. Didn't want to get thrown back into the corner. Oh. Looking for a crouching medium kick. He got the perfect parry, but it was down back instead.
Damn, this range that DCQ is hovering at is just so deadly, right? He's going to try to tick away at Juninho-Ras's life. Or at least the drive gauge, either one.
This is what we saw in game 1, right? Oh, Juninho bullied into the corner, but he fires back this time, but he had to spin his meter to do it. That's what we saw in game 1 as well.
What do you do about this, Juninho? You are burnt out. DCQ actually went for a sweep!
Huge. We saw him look for sweep earlier as well when Juninho-Ras was in burnout.
Do it one more time. Keep forcing the issue.
Oh, the back throw is successful as DCQ. Juninho was such a life lead, right? He was willing to take the throw. Does tech that one, though.
Trying to applying that pressure, hovering all around the mids is DCQ. Back throw,
like
more
that.
than enough. I like that too. Down to the final round. I'm loving the way that DCQ is also like hovering around these medium ranges, kind of like forcing Juninho-Ras to go around that majority of the time. With the 2 drive rushes, Jesus Christ, that's gonna be a big parry.
Man, what a start for Juninho-Ras in this round. That was a sick combo as well with that roundhouse extension of the sweet spot into the level 3. Massive damaje, as IFC Yipes would say.
Bam, son. Jesus, this man is bleeding and he's got 0 bars.
Oh, no DP that time. We saw it earlier, but he doesn't get it. He tried to perfect parry the falling button. DCQ tried to bait something out right there.
ODDP hella.
And he checked the drive rush cancel this time again.
I like this.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
still willing to contest.
And he pushed him to the corner. He's got a guaranteed DI if he wants it now. Oh, but he does it, Juninho. He found the jab, then walked up and jabbed him one more time before DCQ can react. Wow, man. And you get it from DCQ's perspective, right? Because you really want to milk that burnout meter to get a little bit more chip damage, so maybe the DI combo kills. So you don't want to immediately go into it. I get why he was trying to be a bit more optimal about the pressure, but Juninho, that opened the door for him to get a jab out there. And what quick recognition to realize that and then just walk up a little bit and jab again, knowing that the scramble was going to take place.
I was actually terrified as soon as he let go of that jump in the corner and not being able to anti-air. I know for sure like the ODDP would have reached and you would have got the extension, but man, what a call out towards the very end, sneaking in that jab and taking liberties of the fear factor, right? Walking on in there and catching the delayed normal from the side of DCQ. That was phenomenal. But the adjustments and adaptations made between game 1 to game 2, kind of cleaning it up a bit in regards to like what he does around the drive rush has been so important for him.
Yeah, I love this set. There was so many cool adjustments and different ways that players approach these scenarios. That was a bonkers whiff punish. Again,
yeah, dude.
Not an easy button to whiff punish with at all. I believe it is 19 frame startup. But beyond that, I think my favorite part of this set was that sweep jump from Juninho-Ras while he was in burnout.
Hell yeah.
Like, we saw that one where DCQ tried it earlier. Juninho hovered right outside that range, and he, like, walked forward right before the jump to entice DCQ to do it, and he just completely punished him and really saved that time where he was in burnout. So, clutch moments from Juninho-Ras in that situation and right there as well. Burnt out, back against the corner, no meter to defend himself with.